Good morning. My name is Mark Silver. I am a forensic social worker and lawyer working in New York City. I have done consultation and forensic evaluations for lawyers. Since 2002, I've undertaken about 2,000 cases at this point. And my specialty is really for criminal and immigration lawyers, specifically looking at hardship and family issues and also mental health issues for individuals within the context of cancellation of removal cases and 601 waiver cases. The topic today is called Extreme Hardship Criteria in Waiver and Cancellation of Removal Cases. The subtitle is Clinical Strategies and Challenges for Immigration Lawyers. And what I'd like to look at today are not just the extreme hardship criteria in waiver and cancellation cases, but specifically how I, as a forensic expert, understand these criteria and how the clinical challenges can help inform the lawyer's case to advocate in a more complete and a more holistic way to understand the client better, and much more importantly, advocate for the client in a much more complete way. So the hope here then is to integrate theory and practice. And I really encourage anybody that wants to see a sample to just email me, put in the subject line Hardship Sample 1. Please put your name as a attorney, your full address, phone number, and everything. I promise I'm not going to mail you back spam or anything, quite the opposite. I get a lot of spam. I just want to make sure it's a bona fide lawyer. And I'll be more than happy to send you a redacted copy of a waiver or cancellation removal case, so we can literally integrate theory with practice. That is to integrate from the slides that we're going to be looking at the criteria of hardships and the challenges in doing these evaluations with what a real forensic evaluation can actually look like that could be submitted either in immigration court or to the USCIS. Everything we're going to be talking about today is covered in a brand new edition of my book. It's the 7th edition, came out 2021, just this year. It's called Handbook of Mitigation in Criminal and Immigration Forensics. And the subtitle is Humanizing the Client Towards a Better Legal Outcome. And indeed, the goal here is to humanize the client, because so many of these clients are demonized because they've entered the United States illegally or through fraud, misrepresentation. Many of our clients, of course, have felonies, or they've come into the United States without proper documentation or without inspection. We want to humanize them. We want to get at the humanity and the individual's needs, the family issues, at a humanistic level to understand the client and therefore allow the client for a better legal outcome, in the sense that we want to advocate for the client, as I noted earlier, in a more complete and a more professional manner. The kinds of cases that I do for immigration defense lawyers are pretty wide-ranging, but I'll just go over them very quickly. Certainly, I've done hundreds of VAWA cases. Those are spousal abuse cases, including the I-751s. Deportation and removal cases, the criteria for hardship, which we will be talking about today. Waiver cases, the 601s, of course, including 601A provisional waiver. I've done many asylum one-year bar issues over the years. And by the way, I've given CLEs on all these topics, and you can certainly look at those CLEs for more detail and specifics for those issues. U visas, of course, detention cases. Those are individuals, of course, who are being detained by ICE in different parts of the United States, often because they have criminal issues. Bond hearings, these are for individuals who are trying to establish bond with the immigration lawyer, and a forensic report can help explain that they're not a flight risk, that they should be in the community because of hardship issues and so on. Adam Walsh Act cases, which many are familiar with, motions to reopen, appeals, and of course criminal mitigation, which is another separate CLE, which concerns understanding not just the hardship issues in a particular case, but understanding and mitigating the client's crimes or CIMTs, fraud, misrepresentation, and so on. So the purpose and goal here is to get an excellent overview of the extreme hardship criteria from a clinical forensic perspective to understand the challenges that I face and that any immigration defense lawyer faces in these kinds of petitions. And also to know and anticipate the factors of what a denial may look like, why they occur,